It's 4:30. I will call the Public Works meeting to order. Start with a roll call. Alderperson Menzer, Alderperson Bellinger, Alderperson Rust,
Present.
and Alderperson Borse is excused. We'll start out with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Just 1 second here. Anyone for public comment this afternoon? Looks like we're clear. Then we'll go on to approval of the minutes.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded.
Say who?
All is in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. Those are approved. Okay. Go on to number 6, General Ordinance number 29, 25, 26. By Alderpersons Decker and Rust, amending sections 57-397, 54-397, 54-398, and 54-399 of the Municipal Code relating to sewers and sewage disposal as to make changes to service charges. This isn't done. Okay,
Yes,
there we
thank
go. Now it's working. Okay. There we go.
Mr. Chair?
Yes,
thank you very much. So again, Jordan Skiff from the wastewater plant here in Sheboygan, and just wanted to summarize this very, very briefly. There is a memo and then, of course, the draft ordinance that you have before you. Very complicated topic in that we every year undertake an update of a pretty complex rate tool that calculates, takes into account things like the revenues we've gotten from local industries, significant industries, the revenues that we've gotten from outlying communities that we serve, looking at our actual expenses from this past year estimated, and then our projected expenses and revenues for next year. And then it calculates some proposed rates in different categories for next year. Most significantly, there are fixed rates for our residents. There are user rates, that's basically volume rates for both our residents and then the outlying communities that we serve. And then there are rates for specific parameters of the characteristics of the wastewater that are sent to us, the biological oxygen demand, total suspended solids, and phosphorus. And then it calculates projected rates for those. And then we just look at those to make sure that what we would anticipate getting for next year will cover the anticipated expenses and try to summarize that in the memo to you. For the most part, the rates are going up about 6% for city residents, a little bit more for town residents as far as the volume. And then for those parameters, the BOD, the suspended solids, and the phosphorus, it's about a 3% increase. We also take hauled-in wastes, things like septic tanks and porta potty disposal. Those are staying unchanged. So we recommend approval of this tonight so that it can go to the city council a week from tonight and hopefully officially approve these rates for 2026.
Thank you, Jordan. Just real quick question for me, myself. How do we compare in rates to like other communities around here, Manitowoc, Fond du Lac, things like that?
That's a great question. I have not done a study of that recently, so I can ask around and try to find. Just
kind of curious how where we're at, if we're kind of close, or if we're if we're much lower or higher or something like that.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. Okay. Number 7, resolution number 122-2526, by Alderpersons Decker and Rust, vacating a 1,034.86 square foot portion of right-of-way on the south side of North Franklin Street adjacent to parcel number 592811111200, located in part of lots 15, 16, 17, blocks 3, 13 of original plat, City of Sheboygan. Who gets to take this one? Attorney Majerus. Well,
Thank you. So you'll notice in the agenda packet, there is a diagram of this parcel. It is the Harbor Lights Bar on Penn Avenue and Franklin. On the north side of their property, there is an extended portion of terrace, and they are proposing that this would become part of their property. So on the diagram, you'll see that there's a sidewalk that runs kind of in a diagonal. Then north of that, there's grass. North of that is the terrace area that this proposal vacates.
okay. Discussion from anyone? All right, look for a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. Thank you. Okay. Number 8, resolution number 124-25-26 by Alderpersons Decker and Ruth, authorizing the appropriate city officials to take such steps as are necessary to release a utility easement at parcel number 592810077701 to support site redevelopment. Taking this would be Engineer Jump. Oh, sorry, this thing's a little touchy.
So as we were looking through developing this parcel, we discovered that there was this AT&T easement across the parcel. And it's in the developer's agreement that the city would look to vacate that easement and work with AT&T to relocate their underground facilities. What is presented here is the quote from AT&T to move their facilities into the right-of-way and vacate that easement across that development parcel.
Questions, concerns?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion's been made by Alder Bellinger, seconded by Alder Menzer. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. Thank you. Number 9, resolution number 125-26 by Alderpersons Decker and Rust, authorizing the appropriate city officials to execute a lease agreement with Sheboygan County Conservation Association regarding the operation of a pheasant farm on Maywood Parkland. I guess this would be Director Curlin.
Agenda.
There it goes.
Yep. That they've been using this piece of property since 1985. And just recently it came across my desk that there is not a current agreement. So I've been in contact with them back and forth, and then allowed the city some time to take a look at this. And we've determined in-house that we need to, one, get an agreement back in place, but two, we would be ending this agreement at the end of next year and looking at other ways of better utilizing this piece of property for the city. So we'd just like to extend them this. They've known this early this year, so we'll have plenty of time to make the move. And any questions?
Oh, Alder Menzer, hang on 1 second. Hopefully, there you go.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a question, 2 questions, I guess. In the memorandum, you talked about I believe it's in the best interest of the city to look at other possible uses. Do you have a particular use in mind, especially since now it appears that we won't even be voting to extend this contract again, even at the end of next year? So is there a particular idea or project that's in mind for this land?
Right now, there's just several different ideas. I'll give you an example of one. The thought was that we'd be able to make our own topsoil with leaves and mulch. And we already do that to a degree, and we're using a portion of Evergreen Park. It'd be nice to get it out of there. That could be better utilized for the public, where this is out of the way. And that's just one thought. So I know there's been discussions of other things. Nothing has been determined at this time.
Okay, I have a follow-up.
Sure.
Thank you. So then, are we voting tonight to not only extend the lease agreement for 1 year, but then to definitively cease any pursual of any agreements following this 1 year expiration?
It would be my belief we're just voting to have this agreement for 1 year. That would be it.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Alder Bellinger.
Just going to throw this out here, Mr. Curlin. As long as it's a pheasant farm, another use would be maybe turn it into a game farm and actually hunt the pheasants over there. That would be kind of fun.
Is it that turning it into a game farm?
Yeah.
I don't think that would go over well with the Maywood board. I'm just going to throw that out there. All righty. Any other questions? Looking for a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Bellinger, seconded by Menzer. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. Number 10, resolution number 127-2526 by Alderpersons Decker and Rust, authorizing the purchase of 11 trucks from Enterprise Fleet Management and the signing of all required documents associated with the purchase. I guess that would be direct.
Good evening. Back in 2021, the city entered into a fleet management program with Enterprise, and the intention was that we would purchase trucks. They would kind of stay with the city for a short time or potentially long time. It depended on what was brought forward with Enterprise. They would sell the vehicles for us, and we would get funds to put towards new trucks. When we, now that we've been in the program for several years, we've just not noticed and had this, we'll say financial expectations that we had initially thought with this program. So we're actually looking to bring the program more into an in-house program, where instead of paying a third party to both manage maintenance, manage the upfitting of vehicles, and then buying and selling these trucks, we would like to do that in-house instead. So this is the first step to getting out of that contract. It is for the purchase of 11 trucks. I will let you know that we currently have 44 trucks with Enterprise, so you'll see this kind of become a recurring resolution as those leases come forward. We will be paying them off and then buying those trucks. So we have some in 2026 and some in 2027. Additionally, we do have the opportunity to buy out those leases early. However, we have to still pay the maintenance fee, not the maintenance fee, the service contract fee that is on the monthly bill and a cancellation fee. So we're looking at doing it as they come due at this time and look at if there's a future appetite for ending the other leases early. In addition, we were paying a monthly maintenance fee on all of the vehicles, which would then allow the DPW staff to take them over to auto shop to get oil changes and tire rotations, things like that. We have also ended that contract with all of the trucks, and we are looking to actually implement a similar program, but again, not paying a third party to do it, having city staff set up those appointments and making sure that we aren't paying additional costs just to have the same service. So happy to answer any questions you might have.
Questions? I guess I was a little skeptical back then when we went into this, but we were told it was a good idea at the time. So we thought, well, we give it a try. I'm glad that we've looked at it, and since it is not financially the best for the city, that we are getting out of this contract. So I appreciate that.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Rust, seconded by Alder Bellinger. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. All right, next meeting date is November 24th, 2025. Be looking for motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Made by Bellinger, motion, seconded by Menzer. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.